welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're watching this video, you must be straight out of high school, or you are someone who's in the middle of life and just saying, I need to start over because what I've been doing before is not working, so I need to start something new. And that means you are watching the right video, and I'm here to help you with that. I'm not some type of scientist or professional whatsoever, but what I know is that this actually worked for me. This is what I did to get myself out of the hood. It's the perfect time to subscribe, hit the like button. You can follow me on Instagram by putting this username right here. Without further ado, let me just jump into this video. The reason I have this uniform top on is because we are in school. So get your notes, notebooks, pencils, pens ready because we're about to take notes, okay? If you are straight out of high school, this is what you're going to do. For people who are a little bit older, just give me 1 second, but right now, let me talk to the young girlies. If you don't have any source of income, you're going to get you a job. You're gonna get a McDonald's job. You're gonna get Burger King job. You're gonna work at Walmart somewhere. You're gonna have to start somewhere. Now, if you have a parent who can pay for your certification, then you absolutely do not have to do that whatsoever. These certifications don't cost a whole bunch of money. You're going to need money to get these certifications that I'm about to say right now. If you're an adult and you're in the middle of life saying, I want to start over, now this is what you're going to do. If you already have a job, perfect, that's great. If you don't have a job, you have someone funding the certifications, licenses for you, then perfect, you also do not have to work as of now, okay? But you're going to need some type of funding, okay? And if you're a person who's saying to yourself, you know what, if I have to spend money, I'm not going to do it, then you already have failed, unfortunately, because let me tell you, if you want money, you have to spend money. You have to spend money in order to make money. And if you think that, I'm not gonna spend money on this, I'm not gonna spend money on that, and you don't feel like you should invest in yourself, I don't see how much further it's gonna go. Because the money will come and it will go, and you might as well spend it on your future. Now, if you're someone who can do full-time, then you definitely should do it. But if you cannot, then do not push yourself to do it. You just need the funding. Number 2, what you're going to do is you're going to invest in a license or certification. You can get your real estate agent license, you can get your RBT license, you can get something in tech, project management, but you need a license, something that you're very interested in. When I first started, I started working as an RBT, registered behavior technician, where I went to homes of kids that had autism and just kind of gave them behavioral help. I'm making $29 an hour as someone who just graduated a year ago. So very, very helpful. Get your RBT, registered behavior technician. You need to study, okay? Because listen, in life, if you want to get far, you're gonna have to do some type of hard work, okay? So you have to study for your certifications, licenses. If you have your real estate license, it's gonna help you get a property management job. When I first started, I wish I would have been like, you know what? Let me get my real estate agent license because I would have been making a lot more bucks. If you're interested in housing, and I suggest that you do get your real estate license. Also important to hold multiple licenses. I have my life insurance license, okay? And jobs were calling me left and right, left and right. You need a license or certification to be making bucks. Once you earn yourself your license or certification, this is what you're going to do. You're going to actually find a job. Obviously, the obvious. But when starting out, what you're looking for is experience. And a lot of companies are high paying, they need you to have experience. So if you need to kind of go lowball on yourself, paying you a little bit less, then you might just have to do that. Now, what I suggest you do is go for something that is paying you more than what you're making as your part-time, whatever you have at the moment. A lot of high paying opportunities does need you to have experience. So what you need experience, you need knowledge on the subject or whatever it is that you're learning in order to make more money. So if you had to lowball yourself for a little bit, 6 months, you had to do it. Now, if you're going to lowball yourself, that is a position that you're not gonna be staying in for long term. That's what I did for myself the first time I was at RBT. I got myself paid $22 an hour at first, and I stayed at the job for about 6 months or so, and I had to leave because, again, they're not gonna pay you, they're not gonna wanna pay you what you're looking for. And after that, I was able to get one for $29 an hour. As a young person who just out of high school or just entering college, you might be thinking, I'm making so much money, I don't need to go to college. Nothing will ever replace your college degree. College gives you knowledge and your license gives you money now. And what we're looking for is money now. So that is why we're doing this short term. Okay, it's not really short term, it is going to it's going to be also long term, but having a college degree will always put you further up. For example, when I was working as an RBT, I had someone who has a bachelor's degree who was making $32 an hour because I was making $29, simply because she has her bachelor's degree and I did not have a bachelor's degree. So now you have your job. You have a job, you're working with on your certification, your license for now. You're going to move out. Everyone's life and childhood is different. Me personally, if I did not move out of the place that I was living, the situation that I was living in before, I would have never made it to where I am now at all. So if it's toxic, or even if it's not even toxic, if it's just a space where you're used to people who were once used to the version of yourself before, you need to get yourself out. You need to save enough money to pay for your deposit, because sometimes deposits is 2.5 the rent of what you're going to be paying, so you need to save money. Okay, ladies, we're not going to be spending money like crazy. Yes, we're going to make ourselves happy, shopping, but we're also going to be strategic. We're going to be boss ladies, and we're not going to be spending too much. You're going to get yourself a nice place. Okay, I don't know what state or region you're in, but you're gonna get yourself a nice space to live in. If you lived in a neighborhood that was violent or just was not a right place for you to live, that you lived in before, you're definitely not gonna move in the next neighborhood like that at all. You're gonna be moving into a different neighborhood, one that's quiet, one that brings you peace, and that allows you to grow. You saved enough money, you saved the deposit money, and now you're ready. You're looking for apartments, and then you're gonna strategically move out. The problem with you moving out would be your credit. How is your credit looking? If you're young, you don't have enough credit, a lot of apartments are gonna be like, you don't have enough credit history. This is what you're going to do. Or if you're an adult, okay, and you were not really doing a good job with your credit, things happen in life where your credit had to go down. This is what you're going to do. You're going to open a Discover Secure card. It's a credit card where you put your own money. I'm gonna leave the links in the description box so it's easier for you guys to see. But Discover Secure card, you're gonna put your own money. I think the minimum is like $200 or so, but don't quote me on that. You're gonna put a minimum amount, and you're gonna be using that money. After Discover Secure card, you're gonna open a Self Credit Builder account. Self is a company that basically helps you build up your credit, and it's gonna go in your credit history as a loan that you borrowed and you're paying it off. So your score in the next 6 months, year, your score will flourish. I've used both of them and absolutely loved it. I'm so happy that I did. Helped me amazingly. So you're going to do that. You're going to spend only what you can pay in full. So if you're gonna spend $100 and you know in your head, I'm gonna be able to pay that back in full. Never max out your credit card. Never do that. Keep your spending 30% or below. Okay, so don't overspend. Pay on time every time. Do not miss a payment. Very important, ladies. Missing payments will cost you a lot, okay? And especially if you're trying to get into luxury housing, all these different opportunities, you need good credit. You just get out of high school. By the time you're 20 or 21, your credit will be flourishing. All these companies, if you're trying to get a car, all this, it's just gonna be such a good opportunity for you. A lot of people, and you're gonna be ahead of a lot of people your age, because a lot of young people don't think about their credits at all. So you're going to be ahead, and it's just a lot of doors are gonna be open for you. And this is what you're gonna do to basically upkeep what you've built. You're gonna build habits that elevate you. Ladies, build habits that elevates you. Go to the gym, listen to podcasts that help. Stay away from bad influence. If you had a friend from the past who all they did is party, smoke, and just do a whole bunch of things, distance yourself from that. Okay, I'm not saying to not have fun. Right now, what you are focusing on is building yourself. So stay away from bad influence, people who party way too much and don't have boundaries. Stay away, because these people will bring you down with them, and we don't want that. Learn financial basics like savings and budgeting. Mental health is very important, because if you're not mentally okay, then your progress will also show that. So make sure that you're mentally okay. When you need a day off, when you need to take a day off, take a day off. When you need to do something, okay, right now I feel like I need to go shopping to feel better, then you should obviously budget, right? Because sometimes, shopping, actually, people think that we're joking when we say shopping makes us feel better, but it's not a joke. Generally, shopping makes me feel good. It's simply that. If that's what you need to do to make yourself feel better, if you need to go get whatever it is that you need to get to make yourself feel better mentally, then you do that. Carry yourself with confidence and high standards. Less cursing. We're not going to be cursing a lot, okay, because we're elevating ourselves, okay? We're acting like decent people. We're not going to be saying a whole bunch of curse words. Control the words that's coming out of your mouth, the pace that's coming out of your mouth, and just basically all of that, so that you're in control of what you do, in control of yourself. And most importantly, you do not need to fit in and make yourself feel smaller. You are yourself, you are big, you are confident, you're amazing, and you have amazing abilities, and believe in that. I am from the trenches of the trenches, okay? I came very far, and I'm very grateful that God, has put me to where I am now, and all my hard work, I'm grateful that God gave me the strength to work very hard to get myself to where I am now. And what I want to see is more of you guys do it. I want to see more women succeed. I want to see more Black women succeed. I need to see more of you guys do it, okay? I love it when I see see when I see Black women happy and successful, and that's why I need you guys to just listen and follow this plan, okay? If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I'll be happy to respond. If you haven't already, please subscribe, leave a comment below, and also follow me on Instagram. I very much appreciate that. If you guys want a part 2, then definitely let me know in the comment section. But I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for sticking by. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.